friend. It's not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years. I am a slow walker, but I never walk back. Government's best function is to do for people what they cannot do for themselves. You cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today. Whatever you are, be a good one. My great concern is not whether you have failed, but whether you are content with your failure. The dogmas of the quiet past are inadequate to the stormy present. Those who deny freedom to others deserve it not for themselves. It is not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years. I have always found that mercy bears richer fruits than strict justice. The better part of one's life consists of his friendships. I do not think much of a man who is not wiser today than he was yesterday. A house divided against itself cannot stand. You cannot shake hands with a clenched fist. Learning never exhausts the mind. Let us sacrifice our today so that our children can have a better tomorrow. The best thing about the future is that it comes one day at a time. I would rather be a little nobody than to be an evil somebody. I am not bound to win, but I am bound to be true. Be sure you put your feet in the right place, then stand firm. Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any one thing. Public sentiment is everything. With public sentiment, nothing can fail. Without it, nothing can succeed. Do I not destroy my enemies when I make them my friends? I have two kinds of friends: those who will argue with me and those who will agree with me. You cannot help people permanently by doing for them what they could and should do for themselves. The people will save their government if the government itself will allow them. What kills a skunk is the publicity it gives itself. The most reliable way to predict the future is to create it. We are the result of our decisions, not the product of our circumstances. I have never had a policy. I have just tried to do my very best each and every day. The only thing necessary for the triumph of evil is for good men to do nothing. He has a right to criticize, who has a heart to help. You can make anything you want, but you can't make it if you're not willing to make the sacrifice. The nation that destroys its soils destroys itself. When I do good, I feel good. When I do bad, I feel bad. The Constitution is not a living organism, it is a law. I have no other policy than to act in accordance with the highest moral principles. Don't worry when you are not recognized, but strive to be worthy of recognition. You are only as good as the people you surround yourself with. The Union is much older than the Constitution. We shall nobly save or meanly lose the last best hope of earth. Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined. The time comes upon every public man when it is best for him to keep his lips closed. It is not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change. The better part of one's life consists of his friendships. Whenever I hear anyone arguing for slavery, I feel a strong impulse to see it tried on him personally. Truth is generally the best vindication against slander. I walk slowly, but I never walk backward. I will prepare, and someday my chance will come. I'm not concerned that you have fallen. I am concerned that you arise. No man has a good enough memory to be a successful liar. You can't make a weak man strong by making a strong man weak. If I were two-faced, would I be wearing this one? People are just as happy as they make up their minds to be. I am a firm believer in the people's right to rule. I have always found that mercy bears richer fruits than strict justice. The best way to predict the future is to create it. The best thing about the future is that it comes one day at a time. The strongest man in the world is he who stands most alone. If there is anything that a man can do well, I say let him do it. I have always found that mercy bears richer fruits than strict justice. Every man has his secret sorrow, which the world knows not. And oftentimes we call a man cold when he is only sad. Tact is the ability to describe others as they see themselves. What is to be will be, and no prayers of ours can arrest the decree. Honesty is the first chapter in the book of wisdom. Every dog is a lion at home. Keep your face always toward the sunshine, and shadows will fall behind you. I can make a general idea by watching a man talk. The probability that we may fail in the struggle ought not to deter us from the support of a cause we believe to be just. The only thing I fear is the ignorance of mankind. The essence of democracy is the right to be wrong. The happiness of the people is the best guide to the government. A friend is one who has the same enemies as you have. Every man deserves a fair trial, but no man deserves to be tried for the same thing over and over. When I do good, I feel good. When I do bad, I feel bad. Nothing in this world is impossible. The best thing about the future is that it comes one day at a time. You may have to fight a battle more than once to win it. Ever tried? Ever failed? No matter. Try again. Fail again. Fail better. I never had a policy. I just tried to do my very best each and every day. Those who look for the bad in people will surely find it. No man is good enough to govern another man without that other's consent. What is to be will be, and no prayers of ours can arrest the decree. Every dog is a lion at home. Public opinion in this country is everything. My best friend is a person who will give me a book I have not read. A government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. I have never had a policy. I have just tried to do my very best each and every day.